there, geeks! Adam and Mike back here with another Wizards Hall video. We're coming to you after the holiday. Who knows what we found in our travels beforehand and what maybe came underneath the tree or wrapped in some type of gift wrap. So we'll see what we have to share here. But, we're all about the comics. But I got to ask, Mike, did you get some comic book related paraphernalia over the holidays?
I didn't get a whole lot, I have to say. It was all about the kids this year.
Yeah, that same with me. I was just like, I what am I gonna get? I don't know. The only thing I ended up with because my kids like went shopping for me were some the Flash movie action figures. So I got the Flash and I got Michael Keaton Batman. So I've got these, but not they wouldn't be something I would have bought myself.
Hey,
Not
those are fun.
retro enough.
Yeah, my son actually got the, like, 12-inch Flash from the movie where he, like, lights up and there's, like I can't tell if it's Ezra Miller's voice, though, or not. I'm like, "Are they using his voice?" But, he seems to really like it, so
Oh, okay.
that's all that matters. I may play with it a few times, just to
Yeah, make some
yeah,
noises, have some fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say the biggest gift, though, to me, was discovering that in the latest issue of Previews magazine that came out today while we're recording it, so it's the week of Christmas, it officially has my very first comic listed in it. This is the best gift I could have ever received. So, everyone get to your comic shop and tell them you want to order a copy of Armored, and I highly recommend the Jay Lee cover. So
Yes,
the old
definitely get out there, make his dreams come true. We all had
yes.
dreams of writing or drawing our own comics back in the day. Mike's trying to make it happen, so we're there's a lot of fun things to come for him, I'm sure, this year as it
Oh
heats
my
up,
god,
as
yeah.
word gets around.
Armored. It's the year of 2024 is the year of Armored. So
But in the meantime, we're gonna probably
yes.
look back a little bit because we like old comics. That's what we dig
Yes.
around for.
Yes.
I'm gonna start off with just two real quick here, because I there's this shop where they buy people's collections, they buy, trade, sell, whatever, and so they have comics. I go there every once in a while. They said, "Oh yeah, we mixed in some new comics." I was like, "Oh yes, what am I gonna find?" Uh, I did walk away with a huge stack. I never do because I'm always like, it's not quite hitting the mark always. But I did have to get this is the second issue of Centurions. I have the first issue. I always see the first issue. I never see the second. So now I just need three and four and I can complete this mini series.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I think I have the set. A friend of mine, he'll always grab them and send his duplicates to me. So that's a great series. I love the cartoon.
Yeah, I have a whole short box that's all licensed comics, just based on cartoons and
Cartoons.
toys and all that. So speaking of which, my other one here, Vin Diesel would approve. This is Street Sharks issue number 3, put out by Archie Comics. Did you see that flicker? Vin
Yes.
Diesel, are you here with me now? No, no, but this is just wild because I picked up the first issue just a little while back. So again, gonna fill it in. They probably have the whole series and they just haven't pulled the right ones and put them in their boxes yet. So hopefully soon
Nice.
have that a full.
I hope you can get the rest. It looks like a newsstand copy too.
Yeah, yeah, I
I'm
got that.
surprised it's in good condition.
Yeah, it's
Some
beautiful,
kid
honestly.
didn't
And I'm
mangle it.
wondering why, yeah, somebody bought this back in the day that wasn't a kid that would have just crinkled it up and put it in their
Yeah,
backpack or whatever.
that's great. That's one I'm missing, Adam. So good work
Hey,
there.
there we go. Trade someday if you ever get super into Street Sharks. But
Oh,
I
I
have
love
more to
Street
share,
Sharks.
but I want to see what you got, Mike. Let's.
Okay, I'm gonna start with this. This was just in the cheapo graphic novel bin at my local shop. All of the books I'm gonna show are actually from my local shop, from their 50-cent bin, dollar bins. This is, I think, the end of Jeff Johns' run on the Flash. So this was a pivotal moment in my in my collecting years. So I had to pick this up because I didn't have it in trade form. I have all the single issues. Highly recommend the entire run by Jeff Johns on the Flash series. Yeah, I'll start with
Cool.
that.
Yeah.
So now I also have. So this is a huge stack here. My shop has a whole bunch of dollar bins, but they used to have a deal where it was buy 30 comics for $10. They don't have that deal anymore, but I still get the deal.
You're grandfathered into the deal.
I'm grandfathered into the deal. I think there's a few collectors that are. So I can go through it pretty quickly, but there's a few I want to highlight as well. This one in particular, I had to grab because I remember Michael Canetti talking highly about it, and I finally read it, and it is fantastic. This is a great Elseworlds. I do recommend it to
Yeah,
anyone that
you'll have to
hasn't.
go back on the YouTube channel, find our review that
Oh,
video that
you've
we
done?
did. Yeah,
Okay.
because we really
I'm
enjoyed it.
talking like 4 years ago he was talking about this one.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, I gotta pick it up eventually. This is a second print, but I had to replace my stolen copy, and I finally got just a copy was nice to have. I'll just skip through some of these. This was just one I was missing from this run to grab. I don't know if you're familiar with the Secret War
I
run.
remember seeing it just being very confused when it was coming out. I was like, there's no action figures associated with this comic. There's no S on the end, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Got some Young Avengers books. I'm sure I'm missing a few of this run. It's like the Children's Crusade. These were some reprints of uh, Kang comics, like the first appearance of Kang. But these, I'm sure, are completely worthless now that they're abandoning that. I always pick up these like preludes to the MCU, and these were a few I was missing, so I grabbed them. Illuminati books.
Ooh.
Anytime you see those guys, you should grab them. You never know when they'll appear again. Okay, these were exciting to find in the bins. Some Dark Avengers.
Ooh, I have the trades of all the
Oh,
Dark
okay.
Avengers.
So
I
I've
love
never
them.
read it. I've never read it. So I grabbed a few. They didn't have a full run. It looked like a collector had just dumped his books, and the manager said that there were so many like huge books in there, like First Miles, First Spider Gwen. So she was like, everything else can be like dollar books, and so I was like, okay, great, great. So I grabbed a few. These were cool, but this cover looked awesome, so I just grabbed that one. Good homage.
Yeah.
And then I'm always picking up him now. Now that he's going to be in the MCU, the Sentry, and I think this is some new Dark Avengers. I don't know. It had Osborn on it, so I grabbed it. Secret Wars issue 0. I was missing this one. So this was interesting, Adam. So this I don't know if you're familiar with that cover at all. That's the first appearance of Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel.
Okay.
But this looks like a preview to it. So I'm like, this feels like the first appearance of her. So I grabbed that. Um, I couldn't believe they were dumping this in a dollar bin. That's a great cover there. Some free comic book day comics I paid money for. Okay, let me skip ahead. There's got to be some other good stuff. A classic Star Trek episode adaptation.
Ooh, that looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And then First Robin.
Very nice.
Now I don't know. I'm always confused. There's a lot of First Robins, and so I have so many, but I didn't have this one. I was like, I don't know which one's the ongoing. This must be the ongoing
That's the
though.
ongoing first. Yeah.
Okay, but I also have a foil cover. So what's the foil cover for?
Is it different pages inside? Really?
I haven't looked yet. I haven't had a chance
I'm
yet.
pretty
This
sure it was just a variant because at that
variant.
time they
Okay.
were big on the variant covers.
Okay, so then I have it. It's just a different cover, I guess.
Yeah.
And then there were a few new comics in here where I was like, yeah, I guess I'll grab these. Like I'm guessing they just had too much. Gargoyles, some He-Man. What else did we have in here? Some weird X-Men. I don't know what series it is, but it's issue 1, so I'm gonna read it. This was just a great. I collect as many Hal Jordan covers as I can. That's just a fantastic cover
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
nice.
Another Gargoyles, but it's the facsimile. And this was a cool find, Dead Boy Detectives, because it's a new series coming out, I think, on Netflix.
Oh, okay.
Are you familiar? It's Neil Gaiman, Sandman. I
Oh, I
think
had
these
no
characters are
idea.
from the
No.
Sandman. Yeah, yeah. So this was a cool find, and then this, which I think it had been sitting in the dollar bins a long time, is the first appearance of Jonathan Kent.
Oh.
Superman's son, who's now in the series, the Super Son. So that was also a fun find. It's such a weird cover, though. I think
Well,
no one
see,
knew what it
it
was.
says, like, because you had, one, like, earlier that said Divergence, and I was like, "Does is that from a series by DC called Divergence?"
Yes, yeah. I think it's all part of like I wasn't really collecting at that time that they
Yeah,
came
but
out.
because a lot of back issue bins I go through have all these DC
All of
face
them.
covers, and they're all from, like, 2005 or some weird time, like, I don't know when that came out, but
Yeah, this one, right? This is the first, I think, Darkseid's daughter, possibly.
oh, okay.
Um, but yeah, this is the first Jonathan Kent. So there he is, baby Kent there. So very important. And lastly, I don't know why I grabbed this, but I just thought the cover was cool, and I
Uh,
love,
a
yeah, look,
super 90s Alan Scott, that's pretty
yeah,
great.
exactly. Look at him. You don't see him like that
I mean,
anymore.
he's
Look at
Spawn, he's basically Spawn.
Spawn.
Yeah.
That's great. Anyways, that's my haul. That's from my local shop, and I just got lucky walking in when a collector had dumped his collection off.
It's all about timing.
Yeah,
That's
the
great.
timing
That's
is great.
great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As far as timing goes, I go to the thrift stores a lot, and it kind of comes down to timing whether or not there's going to be any comic books on the shelves. I ran in when it had like 30 minutes left before it closed, and I took a look, and I managed to pick up this. Because
Is
I
that the
remember Saga. I remember I didn't read it, but I remember it being promoted, and it was a big deal. And I know it's going to be covered in Wizard when we go
is
through there.
that the graphic novel or the comic? Okay, I was gonna say
Yeah,
if
this is
that's the
volume one.
yeah, yeah,
So
that's fantastic. That read is great.
yeah, it was because I remember there was Fables and then there
Yeah,
was Saga, and they seem like the same thing to me. So I'll figure out the.
very different. One's a space opera.
Oh, okay. All right, but the real big thing was coming in the mail this time around because I'm always
Okay,
there
okay,
hopping
let's
around
see it.
trying to find deals. And last time, Mike, you were sharing a half issue looked kind of like this. So I was like, we are missing that in the archives. We're gonna have to grab that. But I did have to one up you because now we got the special
Oh,
edition. Look at that
oh my God.
logo.
You know what that would look great with? The foil cover of Armored.
Oh, there you go. Shameless promotion.
Shameless promotion.
So I also ordered
Sorry,
Ultimate. Oh,
is that the same comic? Just one is the foil
yeah.
cover. Oh, very
Yeah, because
cool.
they would
Okay.
do that a lot. They'd release like two different covers. I still don't understand how you got the special edition, if that was sent only to retailers for ordering so many copies, or if it was luck of the draw. I gotta ask about that someday when we talk to a Wizard staffer. But
I have like an episode one, I think, that has a cover that's foil and not foil.
okay,
Like Star Wars episode one. Yeah.
yeah. But I also ordered Ultimate Spider-Man half, and I was like, "Oh, they got a great price on this. I want to get it." And then they messaged me and they said, "Oh, sorry, this is actually not in our inventory. We apologize. Is there a replacement book you want?" I was like, "Well, I did need Blade half." So let's do
Ooh.
Blade. This came with Wizard 2000, which was a special issue they released, obviously in
Yes.
2000. So and then I also was able to grab this Buffy and Angel special edition. Again, look at that
Wow.
beautiful holographic cover there, photo cover. This one surprised me how late a release this was, but this is a Dark Child cover. And Randy Queen, I'm like, he was still doing comics, like, because when is this? This is like January 2000 is when they finally shipped this out. I was like, okay.
Now, is that in a wizard bag, or is
Yes.
that
So
yes?
that's I love when they do that when because sometimes like they're it's just a regular bag and board whatever. Wizard had all different types of protective sleeves, but you could actually buy them in the issue 86 we just covered. I'm going to be posting to social media. There was an ad for their new line of protective comic book gear. This last one I know you're going to approve of, and that is
Oh, I love it.
yeah,
I'm
Ghost Rider
missing
half.
missing so many of these, Adam. These are great finds.
Yeah, and I know in our recent video that we put up on YouTube where I was going through, a chunk of the half issues, not all of them. You saw that Silver Surfer. You're like, oh, I gotta get
Oh,
it.
yeah. If anyone hasn't seen that, they need to get over to social media and see that video. Or I
Yeah,
guess it's on YouTube now, right?
yeah, it's on YouTube as well, but you can also check our social media feeds, just kind of flipping through a stack of half issues. Now, also, last thing I'll just say, we started out talking about Christmas gifts and things that might have come. This was a Christmas gift in the mail from a friend of the podcast, Chris Bailey, who is a member of the Retro Network. But he sent me a little care package. I thought I'd share this with you because I thought you'd get a kick out of it. He sent me these packaged Marvel Pogs, okay? So this one is Spider-Man, and I mean it has a slammer inside plus a few
Oh
Pogs. I
my
might have to do
god.
an unboxing video of these. And then this one has Magneto, but I just thought these were so funny because it was from Slamco. Slamco, but also he said a pack of Marvel Universe Series
Ooh.
1, a sealed pack, which these are not cheap these days, you know.
Not a sealed pack, yeah.
15-20 bucks maybe if you're lucky, to get these. So this is going to be kicking off another YouTube series we're going to be doing. We'll be honest, let's be transparent here, Mike. We looked at our numbers for last year on YouTube. Our highest grossing, what are we, is this box office
This is
30? No,
box office numbers.
no, our greatest number of views was me opening up a pack of the Marvel versus DC cards, I believe, or was it the Marvel Wildstorm? It was some crossover thing. So I was like, you guys want to see these cards and these, pieces of your nostalgia that are still sealed away that we can unlock and bring back the memories. So we're going to open the first 4 sets of Marvel Universe cards. And I wasn't going to do series one because they're so expensive, but he sent it. And now we can start at the beginning. So I'm super excited.
Amazing.
So look for that video after this one. That'll be something, you should really get excited about. So,
Fingers crossed for a foil.
oh, come on. Got to get a hologram,
Yeah, yeah.
man. All right. Well, Mike, this was fun. Thanks for
Yes.
sharing your finds. I know there's so much more to come. So,
Oh, there is. And if anyone wants to see more pogs, I have a whole binder of pogs. So send in requests. If we get enough requests,
this is
we'll
my
do
pod case. I always have it
do a
nearby.
pod case. Okay, okay. If people request it, if we get at least 10 requests, we'll do a pog show off
Let's
video,
do it.
okay?
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. Make sure you're subscribed here to the Wizards YouTube channel because we have a lot of fun stuff coming in 2024. Of course, get on over to our social media. We're at Wizards Comics or at Wizards_comics on Instagram, everywhere you want to be. Mike is handling our Threads account now in 2024. So if you want to have a direct line, ask Mike some questions. He'll be
Yes.
responding here and there on Threads.
As of January 2nd. I'm not here until
That,
then. So
that is correct. Yes. So just get well into January and you'll be able to post
yes.
there and talk to us. So anyway, we're very excited to bring more of our Wizards entertainment to you. But in the meantime, keep your books bagged and boarded.